Faithful Caden says, imagine you're getting ready to board the spaceship with your choice of meals for the trip to Mars, all paid for. What's your order, dude?
I wouldn't want to eat.
Good question.
I wouldn't want to eat anything.
No, in general,
I'd throw up.
Even when you get to, what about when you get to Mars?
You're going to have to eat. Meal? How long is that trip?
I will not eat from the time I leave Earth till the time I get back. Because
so this doesn't count for you because you obviously wouldn't.
You know what I'm getting?
No, I wouldn't go. Fuck that, man.
I'm only bringing one thing, bitch.
What is that?
I'm bringing fucking astronaut ice cream.
Oh, I missed that
stuff. That's all I'm eating.
Yes, that's
Neapolitan,
what I was trying to think.
I'll eat 40 of those
bitches. That's the thing, getting back to the space thing, is to be stuck in a little capsule knowing you cannot get off for being on a plane for 16 hours to Johannesburg is brutal.
You know what's so
But you know you're going to get out. Yeah. When you go up in that other thing, you're going to be for months. Years.
Goodbye. Potentially.
Goodbye.
Actually, Jay, can you pull this up? One-way ticket to Mars.
I think it's 8 months travel.
Or like one-way trip.
It is 8 months.
8 months.
It is.
So,
that's the shortest.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like,
and the problem is you can't get back because if you go back, it could be 24 months. You have to wait till the planets align.
Yeah.
And that can be. So, but they actually sold one-way tickets to Mars.
Oh, no way.
And I remember a rumor that Justin Bieber bought a ticket.
I remember that.
2026.
Yeah, exactly. And
2026, 12 women and 12 men, and they would be the first. And these
Human
are
settlements?
they're the settlements, and they're supposed to not come back ever.
That's crazy.
Can I
Just
say
one way.
something, by the way?
Yeah.
And Jay, I want to hear Jay's thought on this as well, because Jay's a very scientific man.
Thanks, Dad.
I think that it's honestly a good thing. I agree with Elon.
They don't come back?
No, wait. Well, yes. Because this is Elon's theory. Elon's theory is that he wants to have a multi-planet species.
Yeah.
He says we should do it because what happens if we destroy Earth? Like, what if we could actually be on multiple planets?
Mission to Mars? Is that the one with Bruce
awesome.
Willis?
No, that was Armageddon.
No.
Yeah, but these are
it
movies.
was. Armageddon was Bruce Willis.
No. I'm thinking the one with
The Martian?
Mars. Oh no, it was the
Martian, right?
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you're thinking of there's Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was darn, they just remade it.
Yes,
they just remade
yes, that's
it.
the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
What is it? They just remade this movie
and
a couple
that's
years
exactly
ago.
pretty much
Recall,
what they,
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
So
Just got there, too.
That's
Yeah,
what
Total
he's
Recall.
thinking. Is Total Recall when they actually had to, to have the separate things and you'd go back and forth between the two.
I think the point is what I was trying to get at was I think it's a good idea if looking at, let's say, our timeline of life, like human life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the sad truth, guys, hate to break it to you, we're not going to be like traveling across planets in our lifetime. We're going to be fucking dead, okay?
Right,
but if you bring out the ruler of time, and let's say you look down 100 years.
Yeah.
In 100 years, I do see a reality where there could be a few thousand people on Mars.
Yeah,
I think that could be true.
No, of course that could be. Colonization could certainly happen. I mean, I think that's, especially if there's terraforming is probably the biggest thing,
That's
and
the hardest.
And more than expecting it to actually happen, I want it to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not so much that I believe that it could be possible, because I don't know. I'm not really that much of a, astronaut or anything. I don't really know the facts, but how cool would it be if that could be a reality?
Well, anything could be a reality. I mean, it's, is it going to happen? Absolutely, it's going to happen.
And it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Will we see it through to the end?
Hope.
Probably not. Because the terraforming alone is going to probably take 100 years.
Yeah, and even I think I've heard Elon even talk about it, that like the amount of technology and how difficult it would be to terraform another planet, it would probably be easier to just fix whatever's going on here.
Right, for now, yeah.
It would take hundreds of years to do
Yeah,
so
but it's going to happen.
There will,
I think in our lifetime we will see people on Mars.
We'll see progress.
We'll see people on Mars permanently.
Yeah, I think so.
Will there be any, what'll be more interesting to me physiologically space changes you. So
I think so.
So what's the first baby that's born on Mars going to be?
Well, think about it like this too. Like gravity is like your organs work on gravity.
Right. Yeah.
So if there's no gravity, your organs have to find a new way to maybe process stuff that's easier.
Well, just like how we became who everyone is in this room today.
Yeah.
Evolution. The human body will either be forced to evolve or
die.
it will be dead.
Yep.
Oh well, yeah, no, and
So-
there is some gravity on Mars, so it won't be as
Yeah,
dramatic
yeah.
as what happens when you're in space. The hardest part about being in space for a long time is your bone density
Yep.
goes away, and of course your cardiovascular changes
Yes.
and all kinds of different physiological things. Your eyesight changes, all
Yeah.
kinds of
And
stuff.
that's one
And
person,
that's-
not even a generation.
right?
You know?
But it will be a little different with a little
Yeah.
bit of gravity on Mars, but no, we'll see it in our lifetime because there's such a push for it. Will it make sense? I don't know. I really don't know if it makes sense because there's a couple different things. I mean, if we are supposed to go extinct, should we be off this planet? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But that's a whole nother story.
I think that there is no are we supposed to be extinct if we can evolve to not become extinct. Because then that's destiny.
Well, I think that so I don't want to get too deep on this, but I think that my point is that as a human race,
Okay.
we should evolve to learn to live on this planet
Better.
Yeah.
quicker than evolving to get away from the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you were on a cruise
I
ship,
agree.
if you're on a cruise ship that's getting a bunch of garbage, would you rather clean the cruise ship up or jump
jump
into
off.
the,
Jump and
into the-
swim to wherever.
Yeah, or jump into the lifeboat. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? Like so that's what I'm saying. I think that we're putting billions and billions of dollars. It's really I think what the space race of the 50s and 60s and now probably the Mars space race
Yeah.
is more about us feeling good as humans.
Getting excited.
Yeah,
for
us getting
science.
more than it is a practical thing.
And then
or
remember
something
the
that's
trickle
needed.
down technologies that came
I
from
agree.
space. That same thing will happen with this because we'll have to build bigger and better
Dude,
things.
So I was watching this show. It's called History 101. And I
Yep.
think on the show they talked about space and stuff, and they said that through all the space companies, NASA, SpaceX, and the countless other ones throughout the world, something around $500 billion a year is put into
Right.
technology,
Yeah, space. Yeah,
space travel, and all of that.
I think at least
And-
that. Yeah.
And all it would take to solve the food world crisis, like the food crisis in the world, is 130 billion.
Yeah.
And we're basically spending 5 times more of that on something like going to Mars.
yeah, that may or
So-
may not be smart. But
Exactly,
No, yeah.
right?
But I mean, I think that there's a lot of layers in it.
There
you know,
is,
but
and that I was just thinking about this earlier in my car driving here. I was just like, the world is so complex because you can really truly dedicate your life to
Anything.
anything.
Hacky sack. Dude.
Anything.
You could be.
I could dedicate my life into making
speaking
a
of this-
plastic.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
hold
of
on.
this,
and
it-
actually,
let's-
it's funny.
let's-
She's one of the next. One of
oh
the
my
next
gosh,
super chats.
where's oh,
Let
look
roses
at-
burn.
Oh, Let Roses Burn.
Oh, is that
so
person?
Let
Oh, is that who
Roses
sent it?
Burn
Yeah.
sent me this action figure.
Hold it up by your head.
It's a Brian Barczyk
Look at how
action
good that
figure,
is, dude.
and you can see it all around here. It's literally got the dopest banana
Did
shirt.
you have that shirt on today, or you put
He's
that
got
shirt
it on.
No, I literally had.
You
I
have
didn't
it
even
on,
realize I
dude.
didn't
Did you
have-
really?
He's got
You
it.
just
Wait, you
happened to
didn't
wear that
realize?
today?
I just happened to. I
No.
did not know I had this
I
shirt
thought
on.
he did that on purpose
So
too.
did I.
I've been
No, so-
filming him all day, and I didn't even realize.
So it's got a Bella Bananas. It's got RJ with one arm. It's got my hair. It's got my stubble. It's got my gorgeous blue eyes, which I think is
Wow.
the big.
Gorgeous.
No, I'm just-
Dude, whoa.
it's got the. No, I was
Okay.
I was joking about that.
Not
But,
the gorgeous blue
but
eyes.
literally,
Nailed it.
Let Roses Burn. This is I.
He's geeked out, dude.
I've
You don't
gotten-
understand.
Literally, I've gotten so many things from people, and I
see
appreciate everything. I appreciate everything. This is the top thing I've ever gotten.
It's so good.
It's so
RJ
good.
has one, or
Yeah.
like has 3 legs.
Yeah, it has
One
3 legs.
leg missing.
I mean, the attention to detail she put into this is ridiculous. So thank you. And sorry,
And she
my
says that
birthday's-
her birthday's on December 12th, so on 12/12/12,
yeah.
she turned 40.
Oh my gosh, that's sweet.
Also, I don't know if you
That's
noticed,
actually
there's a little
awesome.
jacket down here as well.
I did,
It's
and that
another
actually said
shirt
"Stay
that said
positive."
Stay positive. So it was like
Yeah.
his other shirt. It was up here.
Yeah, it was up
earlier,
there. It fell down. I've got to fix the thing.
It
a
looks
little
like it got shaken up a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's still
Because
It's
he's
so
been,
dope.
he's been
Needless to
carrying
say.
Yeah, he's been carrying it
ever
around like a
since he
lunchbox.
opened it.
He's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a little kid again.
I
Literally.
showed everyone. I
He's
went
like-
next door
He's
to
like,
the
it's
gas.
not a doll, it's an
take that
action
to the gas
figure.
station.
Look at my action figure.
Yeah, I went next door to the gas station and said, "Look at my action doll."
Hey, Bob.
Bill,
Bob.
his
His
name's
name is
Bill.
Bill. His name is Bill.
Bill,
Be respectful.
Do you look
Bill.
look at what I got?
I got an action figure, Bill.
And I asked him if he wanted to buy one. I was like, "Do you want to buy my action figure?"
He's
Go
like, I
be
don't
in
play with
Target.
dolls.
He
And you're like,
would.
it's
He
an action
100%
figure.
would.
It's only $33.99, Bill.
Yeah.
Please.
No, but thank you.
Let
That-
Roses, yeah.
Legitimately, that was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I can't thank
We
you
love
enough.
it.